We spent the day trying to mount the yurt, and it was really hard.
We've already been working on the platform where it stands on and the floor insulation
For
for
a
a
bit of
couple
time.
weeks. Yeah.
Not a
And
couple weeks of work, but it rained, so we had to
yeah,
stop and
next
get some water in the straw. So we had to take some parts out and we had to replace it. And we're
collecting materials
collecting
and
materials. The good things is that we're using like
mostly scraps. Yeah.
scraps material, and the yurt we paid it 2,000 euros, but it had a lot of
Issues.
of things that we needed to. Here you
Anything.
are. I didn't
Ah,
know you could do that.
was that on purpose? No.
No, it was not. Well,
Perfect.
here you are. You can see it. It's 5 meter diameter, so it's 20 square meter, which should be
Under the 20s.
legal.
Yeah.
But that's also another problem that we don't know. We talked with a lawyer, and he said like if it's unmountable and movable under the 20 square meters, it's legal. You can do it. But who knows? Here, like if we have the underlying fear, if somebody comes and snitches to the mayor that we are here and there's like I don't know, unauthorized structure, they would come out and come and say it. Hey, you have to move out, and you have to take everything down. So we're putting so much work. It is so freaking hard because the first time we have nobody really like to teach us. We already like know the instructions, but for example, it was really everything is so irregular. It's handmade. It's like cut by hand, so there's not precise things. So it always is imperfect, and it's very hard to deal with imperfections, and having also the underlying fear of like they're gonna come out and say like you have to move it out.
And then there's already a lot of fears that are naturally present, like are mice gonna get in, is
Yeah.
moisture gonna get in, is insects, whatever. That's one thing. And then is it gonna be too hot, too cold, whatever? And that's just one thing. But that's nature, you know.
That's
So
doable.
it seems logical. But the issue of
You can
like
control it. You can find solutions for it.
yeah,
But if somebody comes and it says like you have to get out, or if the mayor comes and the municipality doesn't want it,
yeah,
even though it doesn't have foundation, it doesn't have it's movable. But yeah, it's because it's so irregular. Like we made so many modifications, and it's perfect now right now. But if we had to move it out somewhere else, it would be like another story. Like we would need to remake a lot of things. And also the yurt, we didn't know it didn't have insulation. It was not written in the annals, in the thing.
yeah.
So we arrived there. We took the car 5 hours and a half, 6 hours, and we arrived there, and it was like that, and it was like a bit molded in some parts. So there's some repair, and so yeah,
It's been an intense journey. We really felt like we would go there, pick it up, and then build it the week after or
yeah,
something.
it took us so long.
Instead, like now we're like a couple months after, and we're just like finally starting to see something. But already it's like okay, there's challenges.
But it shows us also how much skills we have to be creative. Like we have no previous skills of like preparing the soil to make it level, and to make the platform, and to close it for mice, and it makes you think a lot. And we never used certain tools and stuff, and the mechanical tools, and now we're like learning so much, and also learning how to care for like for water to not get in even during the night, because we had the problem. We made the mistakes to leave one that had a hole in it, and so we're learning a lot of things, but the hard way. It feels like we're having so many ups and downs. Like yesterday was an amazing day.
Yeah, and usually when we're in the garden, we
It's
have
an
up
amazing
days,
day.
and when we're working with like let's call it
Dead material
yeah,
that it just wants to decompose, doesn't want to grow.
it's often that we feel a bit
Oh yeah.
tired and on. But we hope that because we're cultivating on an area that's kind of like abandoned from cultivation, and we're producing fruits and vegetables and potentially be able to support a little bit of the village with it. We hope that people have hearts to understand that it's kind of normal that if somebody wants to cultivate a piece of land, that he can very humbly live on it.
Yeah. Should we get a sneak peek inside?
Yeah.
I think it's really nice. Even though it was like was a nightmare a bit. We had a friend coming over and helping us, but it was not so smooth. Which, just for now, we close it a bit like this because voila.
You can do like this.
And this is the floor that we made with scrap wood. Here the water got in, but it's already dried. We let it dry in the sun. And this is the structure, so can you imagine, like, it was too tight, too in the back, and these things were all falling down. And to put up all this, the three of us, was a bit tricky. But they're beautiful decorations. So like that, we're still happy and we're still like looking forward to sleep here. Here we're gonna have our little fireplace.
Yeah.
And maybe on a metal plate or something. And yeah, we're gonna hopefully be here to plant more. So yeah, like that. We're still very happy. It really reminds us that we're doing what we love, even if it's hard. Because I wouldn't prefer to, I don't know, to live in an apartment and pay rent and like go to work just to pay rent.
Yeah, I don't want to need to use concrete
and have
to build
security.
houses and...
Yeah.
Mm.